Very last, ooh, I about fell. The very last drawer. Shut up, stop falling. Help. What is up, guys? It is I, that retro journeyman, and I'm back. Don't know if I'll be consistent, but I'm back. I am so sorry for being out for a good few months. I've been needing a mental break from, you know, doing YouTube, and I've been working a lot, somewhat a lot, and it feels good to be back. It feels really good to be back doing this again. I hope that you guys have been having a blessed year so far. I hope that you guys had a good, let's see, when was the last time I did a video? I think it was before Halloween. So I hope you guys had a good Halloween, a good Thanksgiving, a good Christmas Eve, a good Christmas, a good New Year's, and a good Martin Luther King Day. Can't forget about that. So as we hop in, I'm gonna tell you guys a few updates that I may do. So, of course, I'm gonna still have God in this channel, and I want to, you know, share his love and grace onto everybody, whether if you're a believer or not. It is what it is, so deal with it. And I may have my stepdad be a part of the channel from time to time, just to see how we do, because he's a great dude, he's pretty funny, and it was his idea. And I said, yeah, if I ever, you know, do a video that could, you know, definitely use two people, I'll hit him up and see, you know, what day we can do it. So, and I got plenty of games to show you guys, a few consoles, because I've been game collecting and console collecting for a good few months, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys. But real quick, I can't forget about the verse of the day, so here it is. Woo! Here are the consoles that I have got in my possession. We got the Sega Genesis with controller and all that. We got the GameCube, 4 controllers, 2 adapters, in case of one, you know, screws up. PS1 and PS2, there's PS1, the PS2 is over there for a future video. And we got the N64. I don't have a game for it yet, but it does work. And my stepdad, he's keeping the Super Nintendo. And there's all the games that we're gonna check out, so. Oh, how about I dropped you guys? Why, yes, hello. Top drawer, I got the Sega Genesis games, which I only got like 4 in there. My stepdad's stuff. It's the Super Nintendo, you know, like right here. He's keeping that, but he's got a crap ton of SNES games in there. I got a few GameCube games in here, PS1, PS2. I'll go ahead and hop in it. I'll show you guys the 4 Genesis real quick. Alright, so I got John Madden Football 92 because why not? I love football. Of course, the most iconic Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis. Yes. And then my childhood favorite, well, I wouldn't say favorite, but from my childhood that I always had a hard time playing, the Ooze. I can never beat the first level, but one day I'm gonna play it and see if I can actually beat the first level. It's been like 15 years, so want to see why not. And of course, I got NBA Jam, the tournament edition. And, you know, it's an item in box. Let's go. It's pretty clean. All right. And now we're gonna show my stepdad's games here. I'm gonna try and go quick with it. Oh yeah, so a while back I got a game like accidentally delivered to me because he was gonna send me a game that I ordered, and he was gonna send this one, Lego City Undercover. It was to somebody else, obviously, and I was like, hey, I appreciate your, you know, your kindness and politeness of sending me a free game. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, you sent me this game. And he was like, oh, that was accidental. And I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. Hopefully that can get fixed. But yeah, whoever wants a Lego City Undercover, be my guest. Text me in the comments and I'll gladly send you a copy. I doubt anybody wants to buy it. I guess real quick before I get to the goodies, I'm gonna tell you guys, well, show you his cheat codes that he wrote. It feels so ancient. So crinkly, man. So here's all of that, if you can see it. That's what he wrote. Most of the cheat codes, I think this is for Street Fighter, which is somewhere in here. Yeah, it's for Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Right here. It's pretty dope. I first played it with him a few weeks ago, and it's a pretty challenging game because obviously I never really played the SNES all that much as a kid, and it's a little different, but I'm used to it now. Yeah, and some reason at the very bottom, like that much wording, it says, "I'll beef your jerky." Andrew, what does that mean? The very first game I'm going to show you guys is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. It's a really fun game. I love it a lot. I'm just going to put something for. Alright, we got Mortal Kombat 2. I played it a few times before, and comparing to Mortal Kombat 3, obviously this one's a little stiff, but I mean, still a classic, of course. We got Donkey Kong Jr., not Donkey Kong Jr., sorry. Donkey Kong Country, the first one. I think my stepdad's gonna try and get the second one, but who knows how much it'll be. It's probably gonna be expensive. We got Top Gear 2. Is this the one I played before? It must be, or a different one, I don't know, but yeah, he's kept all of these from his childhood, so that's really cool. And they're all in great condition too. It's like barely any, you know, scratches or wear and tears. But here's the first Mortal Kombat. And then we got another NBA Jam for the SNES. So far, the two games he and I played together, I've won, so suck it. We got Ultimate Mortal Kombat, the ultimate fighting game. Way better than the second one, for sure. It's more fluid. It's not as stiff, you know, moving as the first and second one. And Andrew's, his favorite character is Cabal. He is god tier with Cabal. It's ridiculous. Of course, Super Mario World. Man, all of these are in great condition. Of course, one of the harder games in the SNES atmosphere is The Lion King. I think he told me he's made it to level 6, which is where what's the freaking kid's name on here? We got Uni Racers. don't think I've played that one yet. Yeah, I don't know. We got Mortal Kombat 3. Let's go. And then we got another NBA Jam, but this is the tournament edition. It's pretty dope. We got Street Fighter 2, just the original, not the Turbo one. The Turbo one is somewhere in there. We got... Okay, I think this is the one he showed me, and we both played it. And he got raged. Like, he had a rageful moment.
God damn it.
But you see that sucker over there? 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds.
F-Zero. So basically, it's kind of like a Mario Kart ripoff a little bit, but like, what's the way to describe it? So it's like, I think it is this game, but like, if you get hit too many times, your health bar gets lower and lower, and like, basically after you finish your first lap, second lap, third lap, whatever, there's a little charging station as you drive. You want to stay there until your health bar gets pretty full up there, you know, and then you're good to go. Whereas if you don't, basically you'll just die and not win the race and lose and start over. Had to learn that the hard way. We got Bubsy. Never played it, but I've seen the character, just haven't played. And of course, me and my stepdad, we agreed on getting both the manual and the game cart for it. Super Mario Kart. Let's go. And I hate seeing this right here from where it's been peeled off a little bit. But the manual for it, it's actually in pretty good condition. They really don't make manuals like how they used to do back in the day. It's so different now. I don't like it. But this one, yeah, it shows you a good few things in there. Yeah. And last but not least, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's pretty much the extended version of Street Fighter 2, the original. And yeah, that is all for the SNES. And now we got GameCube. Now growing up, I've never played the GameCube until, when did I get the GameCube? It was at my apartment before I moved back. So 5 months ago, very recent. I'm still not used to the controller yet, but I will eventually. So GameCube and PS2 is like neck and neck on like having very iconic games and very memorable games in general. But we're gonna start from top to bottom. We got, of course, can't leave it out, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Freaking, I've never played it, but I've seen it so many times, I'm like, I've gotta get it. And I found this for a good price of 60 bucks, I think. Something like that. Of course, this is the player's choice case. Sonic Adventure DX, the director's cut. Again, same thing, I never played it, but I've seen it. And this is like the era of Ryan Drummond, where he voiced Sonic. Now, him and Jason Griffith are my... Hey! Sorry about that. But yeah, so Ryan Drummond and Jason Griffith are like my two favorites. But I grew up more on Jason than Ryan, for sure. But anyways, Super Mario Sunshine. I love Mario. I've seen this game, haven't played it, but I will definitely play it. And now, probably one of the better Mario Karts and the franchise. Personally, I still haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's like one of the better ones, if not maybe the best one, is Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube. This costed me $70, $68, I don't remember. I know it was more than 60 for sure, but definitely worth it. Especially now I got 4 controllers, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And next we got Luigi's Mansion. I met up with a guy over in Georgia, from where he was at in Georgia. It was like almost a 2-hour drive, and it was so worth it because he sold this bad boy for 20 bucks. $20. And I was on eBay doing some research, and I'm like, how much does it actually cost? Like, I know it's gotta be up there, maybe like around 50 to 70. Yeah, I mean, I was about right. It was like 50 to 70, maybe 80, mint condition, possibly, you know, way more than that. But this is a complete in-box copy, you know, with a disc and manual. The case is really good condition. Like, maybe with the little slight, like, picking part right here on the back. But I mean, it's awesome. And last but not least, we got the Player's Choice Edition. We got Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of the Wrath of Cortex, not Wrath of the Cortex, but yeah. I played Crash the first time on the Nintendo DS, where they like remade him, and as a kid I loved it. Now as an adult, I don't like his style on the on Nintendo, whatever they remade the character. But of course, Crash, iconic, you know, character and in gaming history, along with, you know, Mario, Sonic, you know, all that. But that is it for GameCube. So now we got the PS1. It's not as much, but again, starting from top to bottom, we got, ooh, that hurt. We got Rayman Rush. I never played a single Rayman, Rayman, not Rayman, Rayman game. So I gotta try these out whenever I can. Oof. Rayman 2, Great Escape. Am I saying Rayman or Raymond? I don't know. Rayman. Of course, Parasite Eve. It's almost complete box copy. I'm just only missing the like the demo disc for the other 4 games. So yeah, it includes 1998 collector CD with previews of Final Fantasy VIII and other hot upcoming titles. I don't have that, but this costed me like 60 bucks or something, so it's not a bad purchase. This game, it definitely reminds me of like a, let's say if Resident Evil and Final Fantasy had a baby. It's a cool little take on a game that's very, very unique. The cutscenes, they kind of hold up in some parts, like with the lighting and the CGI. Some parts hold up, some parts I'm like, If you want to check out the game, I've played it on the channel. I may try to leave it in the description. If not, just look me up, look on the channel, just hit the little, you know, channel button and you'll find it. But we got NFL Blitz 2000. Now, on the back, there's a little sticker. I'm gonna keep it on, but this was a Blockbuster video purchase that was bought December 7th of 2000. That's crazy. And of course, it's a little brown and stuff like that. Like, there's a little hint of brown, not too much, but it's back and it's better than ever. Sequel to the #1 selling NFL Blitz. Haven't played it yet, but one day I will play it, more than likely on my free time, but maybe on the channel, I don't know. Now this game, I've played it on the channel and I regret it a little bit. Expect the impossible of Mission Impossible. Not gonna talk about it. We got Knockout Kings 2000 with Muhammad Ali being the front cover. Haven't played it, but I mean, it just reminds me of Fight Night games, which I love Fight Night. And speaking of which, Fight Night Round 2, I do have a copy of that for the PS2, but we'll get there. We got Crash Bash. First time I got it a while back. I played it with a friend of mine, and it's actually kind of fun after a good probably few minutes, but after a while it gets a little boring, but I like it. We got Crash 2 Cortex Strikes Back, of course. And then last but not least, Crash Bandicoot, the original. Now, I haven't played either the OGs or the remake they made on the PS4, PS5. I don't think I'll ever play the new ones, even though it looks nice and slick and clean. To me, like the OGs, they matter to me more than the remakes or whatever. Even with like the digital copy, you know, online or whatever, it just doesn't beat the hard and physical copies of games. Even though it's probably cheaper, but I mean, it's worth getting the physical copies for sure, in my opinion. It's way more enjoyable knowing that you own it in person rather than have it saved somewhere in the system. But now, my favorite. It's a little heavy. It's got two drawers, you know, PS2 number 1, then number 2. We got a lot of games here. Well, we're gonna start with the first. We got Bully, and I'm actually trying to work on a video on it right now currently. It's a complete box copy. I used to play the crap out of this game back in the day. Whenever I had my PS2, like the bulky console one, before I got rid of it. Now I got the PS2 Slim because a friend of mine, she told me if I bought her dinner and her cousin dinner when we hung out, she can give me the PS2 in exchange since she never played it anymore. I said, that's a fair deal. So that happened. Call of Duty, Finest Hour. Pretty difficult. I played it a bunch whenever my dad used to have me and my sister for the weekends, and some reason back in the day I could never beat the first level. We got Crash Nitro Kart. Never played it, but it's Crash, so I gotta keep up with getting every Crash Bandicoot title if I can. We got ESPN 2K5. This costed me like probably $0.25. So I'm like, why not? I like sports. We got Ford Racing 3. I'm not much of a car person, honestly. I only got this because a friend of mine, Zach, he used to play this back in the day. He saw it and he told me, hey, if you buy this, I'll play it with you. And I said, okay. So. And I got Future Tactics. It's a very unknown game. So basically, how would you describe it? It's basically like a game where you can only do certain moves in a certain amount of moves in order for you to progress each level. And you know, of course, from level 1 to level whatever, each level gets harder and harder. And the story is pretty alright, I think. The characters, most of them are you know, British. This is a British-made game, and it's by Crave Entertainment. I think I got this before I got rid of it, and then bought this at the flea market. I got this on Christmas in 2007 or 2008, and I just liked the game for whatever reason. So many games. course, everybody loves Hitman. We got Hitman Blood Money. It's like it's one of the better Hitman games on the PS2, I'm pretty sure. And of course, my personal favorite, version of the Hulk. We got Hulk movie game. This is like a sequel to the movie, just in game form. It's a lot of fun. People hate on it, but I got a little love for it. We got The Incredibles, the movie game, and then The Incredibles: Rise of the Underminer. If you want to watch me play this game, I've already made an entire series of it. It's in my channel somewhere. This I haven't played yet, but I will get to eventually. Maybe. I don't know. I just heard this one's a lot better, which I'm sure it is, but I just haven't gone around to it yet. Now, this game gave me a hard time. I stopped playing it just because at the time, just didn't really have much time to put into this game with work and money and all that. Whenever I used to have an editor at the time, before I'm doing my own editing. It's Indigo Prophecy. I've done a series on it, but I stopped at like episode 6 or something. I mean, it's a very interesting game, but yeah. And now one of the better franchises, the Jak and Dexter series. We got Jak and Dexter, the first one, the Precursor Legacy. Very fun game. We got Jak 2. Haven't played it yet, but Jak 2 is like one of the better games in the Jak and Dexter series. We got Jak 3. Haven't played it. We got Jak X Combat Racing. Haven't played it, but I mean, it's like racing and blowing stuff up, so why not? And then probably the most hated one out of the series, Jak and Dexter, The Lost Frontier. Now, I took a preview on it because I was curious on why it was kind of hated. I now know why. The voice actor was Josh Keaton. Yeah, wait. Yeah, the guy that voiced Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man, he voiced Jak, and it just didn't suit the character. Again, he's a phenomenal voice actor, but I mean, just not my Jak. We got Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects. It's not really the best game ever, but I play it just because nostalgia, and I used to play it a bunch as a kid. Now we got Metal Gear Solid: Sons of Liberty. Haven't played it yet, but I know it's very iconic, for sure. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot. I got more games that are only loose discs in my disc storage, but I'm not gonna worry about going through them. I'm just gonna show you guys what's all in here only. But I do got the first Metal Gear in one of the storage discs things, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I got that. NFL 2K3. Again, I just love football. We got Head Coach. We got Open Season, the movie game. I used to play this game a crap ton. So much fun. Especially on one level. There's this part where if you go over the bridge, you'll see like a waterfall in the background, and there's just nothing but like just waterfall, bridge, and just a very high height of where you're at. You can throw Elliot, the deer, that's your buddy. You can throw him around and stuff like that. I would always throw Elliot off the bridge, and like he would like scream something, and hearing him scream is so funny to me at the time. But anyways, very fun game. Now we got Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. I played this game one time on YouTube, so if you want to check that out, you can. But usually I play these in my free time. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. This game, so this was made in 2005, and in 2005, wait no, it's 04. So somewhere between 04 and 05 was like the edgy years, or the edgy era, and it went full edge. But the game is still pretty fun. The story was pretty good. There's some dark elements to it, especially, well, I don't think I'm going to go into the plot too much and spoil anything. But pretty much, we go into the past, you know, trying to fix certain timelines so you can, you know, beat death itself and fix what's in the present and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And then last but not least of the series, we got Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. This was my first introductory of the game. I loved it. I just didn't realize there was 2 other games at the time. Now I have seen the new Prince of Persia. I keep forgetting what it's called. Like, it's probably good. It's just the way they changed him and stuff like that. It's just not my Prince of Persia personally. But I'm sure it's a fun game. I may try it out one day. I may have to try it out just to see. But yeah, anyways, we got Ratatouille, the movie game. So fun. I love this game. And now we're getting to the Resident Evil sections. Well, just 2 games for right now. We got Resident Evil Dead Aim. A very underrated game. Not really too well known, but I've seen the gameplay. It doesn't look too bad, honestly. Now, the hard one, Resident Evil Outbreak. This is more like a atmospheric thing to where you have to like know how to survive. Like, you have to get some supplies, build a, you know, like a, my brain's processing right now. I just woke up like an hour or 2 ago, so bear with me. So you have to build a barricade to keep the zombies out and stuff like that. But you have to, like the first level, you have to make it on the rooftop. And I think you have to get in the helicopter in a certain amount of time before the city gets, I think the city gets nuked or blown up or something. I don't know. But it's very hard if you try to do it the traditional way of playing Resident Evil. It's not gonna work. You gotta use your big brain to use it. I will say my most nitpicky part of the game is like they'll just respawn zombies and levels where it's very annoying. Like if you kill them, they'll send out 3 more, 2 more, and like you'll be super low on health and supplies. It's hard to come by with supplies, if I remember. But anyway, we got the first Siren. Have not played the game yet, but I've played a little bit of Siren, Blood Curse on the PS3 years ago. I thought I liked it, and this one it's a lot better for sure. This costed me about $40 at McKay's, but I did the price charting, and for the complete box copy, which is what I got, you know, disc and manual, this would sell for $58 or something like that, and so it's a good find. I will play this on a channel eventually. Now, most certainly, I just got this game yesterday for $90, but on eBay for a good condition, it goes like maybe $120, and for the minty condition, it goes like $200 plus. Do you want to guess what game it is first? Okay, it is Silent Hill 2. I finally got it. I've been trying to find a good price for it over a year now, and got the manual, the disc, It's somewhere in the disc storage thing. But yeah, this was 90 bucks. It is in great condition. There's like hardly any scratches or, you know, thumbprints on the disc itself, and I cannot wait to play this. I'm so excited. And now, of course, we got the Sly Cooper series, 1, 2, and 3. I played the first one a lot more than the other two, just because I haven't played the other two yet. But Sly Cooper 1, classic. The second and third, I'm excited to get it. Well, not get it, but play it. I've heard the second one is like their best one. And 3, I haven't heard too much murmurs about the third one, but again, I can't wait to play it. Very, very excited. Oh, I need some water or something. Whew. Alright, so I'm going to try and hurry up and get through this because I'm taking a lot of time here. We got Sega Genesis Collection, we got Sonic Heroes, we got Sonic Mega Collection Plus, we got Shadow the Hedgehog, yes, we got Sonic Riders 1, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, Sonic Unleashed, Splinter Cell 1, 2, and 3, which is, you know, Pandora Tomorrow and Chaos Theory. We got Splinter Cell 4, Double Agent. We got Tak and the Power of Juju, Tak 2, The Staff of Dreams, Tak, The Great Juju Challenge. We got TMNT, the movie game. I didn't know they made the game, Treasure Planet. You know, that's based on a Disney movie. So good, so underrated. We got Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger, 1 and 2. The third one is on its way, as we are showing these games off here. We got Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Spider-Man. And now I will show you the very last, ooh, I about fell. The very last drawer. Shut up, stop falling. Help. PS2 drawer number 2. I ain't got much games in there. But, ooh, excuse me. We got Fight Night Round 2, one of my favorite boxing games of all time, hands down. I used to play that a bunch with my dad on the weekends as a kid. He and I would always either play Fight Night Round 2 or NBA 2K2 or something like that. Like around midnight while my sister is sleeping, and he and I would just always eat ice cream while playing it. And that's the one thing I do miss, is just being with my dad playing, you know, games like these, you know, bonding. And it was a good time, very, very good time, very different time too. Just, yeah, anyways, SOCOM US Navy SEALs, that's what my dad had. We got Rayman, Raving Rabbits, yeah. We got Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. I really need to get into the Rayman series, like, I just haven't played it. We got Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. I love Looney Tunes, so that's why I just got the game. I know they made like a spin-off, or like a, not a spin-off, but like a rip-off of like Mario Kart for Looney Tunes. I've seen it, haven't gotten it, but I'm pretty sure I'll go by McKay's later and get it. Why not? I'm sure it's cheap. We got Madden 2004. I got this for like $1 and something, I don't know, but we got 24, the game. Now 24 was a very popular TV show back in the day that had Kiefer Sutherland and other pretty good actors in the show. Personally, I've never seen it, at least not to my knowledge. And I remember, I think my mom, she used to play this game way back when. And I played a little bit of it. It's actually not that bad for what year? 2006. Like you know, the graphics ain't that bad. The graphics are pretty good for its time. But yeah, we got, of course, the best game of all time, Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude. Oh, good times. I'll play the game a little bit on here, so if you want to check out the video, be my guests. And now we got Twisted Metal Head On, which is like a extended or like additional like I wouldn't say like a DLC game kind of. It's pretty much just Twisted Metal Black, but with like extra few features that they did not add into Black. But I'm gonna play this game eventually. They even let you have this clown dude run around and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. A complete box copy with a manual, and yeah, so that is all the games that I have got for right now. I'm sure today or tomorrow I'm gonna go look for some more. But anyways, I really do appreciate you guys and watching this video. I'm sorry if this was a very lengthy video. I'm just trying to, help catch y'all back up to what I've been doing, and that's what I've been doing. Just had this little itch of just wanting to collect more and more and more, which delayed me on making more videos, but here I am trying to come back. But I hope you guys were entertained. Let me know if you guys want more of this whenever I get more games. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever it is that you may be at. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay blessed. Woo!